traímos bomba para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Yo, mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Él sabe que esto es un asalto. Suelta mi generación y acuéstate en el asfalto. La salvación con mi pana la comparto. Tengo fuego espiritual en el aposento alto y bomba que bendice si detona. El mundo ha tratado de quitarnos.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business, two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Victor Robles digging in now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on its way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. In previous duels with deGrom, he has a 3-for-12 line. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
The 1-0 home is chased out of the zone for strike 1. Altogether, a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees, the game time temperature. The 1-1 home is swung out and missed for strike number 2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roll. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep. Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on, he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. Nimmo arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. A moment moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'm going to have to keep a close eye on Trey Turner. He hit over 330 last year. That basically means every third at bat he's getting a hit. Pitchers fear him because he can flat out rake.
So no need to wait, as here he is. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Max Scherzer gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. They'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses for ball 1. Past battles with Scherzer, he's totaled 4 hits in 24 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. The 1-0. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Robles is right there, 1 down. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
Francisco Lindor comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Scherzer, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now another 2-2. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
one thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 0-1.
Hey, I know that's the first time he's shown the changeup here, but we're in the first inning. He's kind of emptying the bucket. He's going to see what he can go to.
Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the 1-0. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Josh Bell the next to hit. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. In previous duels with DeGrom, just a 1 for 9. Bell on at first, nobody out. 1-1 to Schwarber. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Starlin Castro. Here's a pop-up now. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And he lays off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
2-2, here it is. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Josh Harrison stands in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In previous duels with DeGrom, just 3 for 14, 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. 2 down, runners at first and second. Ground ball right side. He's got it. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn.
The second baseman, number 6.
First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2. Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, He's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looked like he's seeing it pretty good.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Digging
in will be J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
First pitch on its way. And that misses inside, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. One and one the count. Now here's the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in this second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Stepping in now, James McCann. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, good sinking action there, 1-2.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
And he fouls this one off. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Down in order go the Mets. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up one of the better hitting pitchers in Max Scherzer. Now the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-1. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Victor Robles. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. And there's ball 2 now. And the pitch on 2-1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Victor Robles is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Here now is Juan Soto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 delivery. Lined into right, a base hit. So the speedy Trey Turner gets a chance following the base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. No balls and a strike to count. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Popped him up. Alonso has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. They're down 2-0.
Bounce to that, just bounce to that. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it. Even if you sit back.
So now into the box is Jacob deGrom. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0, center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. deGrom leads off second with nobody out. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it. So it's a backwards K for him.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. So that'll bring up Josh Bell.
The first baseman, number 19, Josh Bell.
First offering. Now the 1-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Up next, Kyle Schwarber struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
So here's Starlin Castro. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And that's taken for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. Gone into the upper tank. A solo shot down the line in right, his second of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith.
The left fielder,
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
1-2 to Dominic Smith. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Another try at 2-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. J.D. Davis, the next at bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the first pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Liner towards second. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We're through 4. It's 3-0 New York. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping up is Yan Gomes. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Yan Gomes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's inside. 2-0. 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A ball and a strike. Gomes aboard here at first with nobody out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's one away. So now the pitcher, Max Scherzer. This is a textbook sacrifice situation, so let's see if that's the call. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. McNeil's got it for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. Now at the plate is James McCann. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And now the first pitch. This is in the air to left field. Schwarber is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1. 1 out, bases empty, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. Here's the first pitch. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Robles waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So 2 out, nobody on, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0.
She's coming. Wanna keep me alive, baby.
The center fielder, Victor Robles.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Victor Robles is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Swing and a little tapper.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Juan Soto, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 3-1 pitch. Down the left field line. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Here now is Trey Turner. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Another 2-2 offering. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Josh Bell. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Set to deliver on 2-1. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Kyle Schwarber is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is there's...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. First pitch of the AB now. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
And the pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Gone! It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor, and the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
On his way out to the mound now, the Washington manager, and the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Eric Fetty takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. Into the upper deck, but foul.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eye.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Pete Alonso stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. Now the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 4. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. And that misses 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
He's set. Here's the 3-2, and it's fouled away. And he misses, ball 4.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic.
So stepping in is Dominic Smith. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Conforto at second. Alonso on at first with nobody out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. First and second here with nobody out. Again, he sends it out of play. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
In now, Jeff McNeil. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Dive, but it's off his glove, and that ought to get at least 1 run in. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
To the plate now, J.D. Davis. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 3. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 6-1.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Next to stand in is James McCann. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch on the way, and looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And they're runners at the corners now. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next, it'll be Brandon Nimmo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Now the first pitch. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1. Lifetime versus this pitcher, he's only 2 for 10. behind 0-2 now.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Three runs already home here. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 6 and the Nats 1. Dellin Betances is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Yan Gomes. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Stepping in once again is Josh Harrison. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. There's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Andrew Stevenson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. From the stretch. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Previous history against Dellin Betances, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Misses, ball 2. Harrison, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Down and in as he's forced to back out of the way that time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And the payoff pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
At the plate, Victor Robles. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
The 0-2 delivery. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Next, it'll be Juan Soto. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on its way. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They trail 6-1. Austin Voth gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Now it'll be Francisco Lindor in his career versus this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 is in off the plate. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. Michael Conforto waits on deck. Chopped weakly to the left. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Robles waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 30.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So here's Pete Alonso, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Aaron Luke has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. And now for Washington, Trey Turner 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Here's the 1-1. And he misses. 2-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Down the left field line and deep. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So next to bat will be Josh Bell. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. Now here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
count, even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And that misses 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And the 2-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Fouled away. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line drive to center field. Nimmo is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
At the plate now is Kyle Schwarber. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit well towards the hole. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And he's safe.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Into the box, Starlin Castro, as he puts it on the ground to third. Davis has got it. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Now at the plate, here is Yan Gomes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets are out on top, 6-2. So now here is Dominic Smith. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drilled right back up the middle. Turner gloves it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Next, here is Jeff McNeil for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch of the AB now. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Soto is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Now here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the slurve. Strike 1.
You know, it's funny right there. You look at that pitch, and it's almost a hybrid in between a big-time old-school curveball and a nasty slider that goes off the fastball. That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay off of.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Lays off. 2-2 now. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jacob Barnes is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Jonathan Villar will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. So kicking off the top of the 9th is Josh Harrison, and they could use a spark from him here. Pitch on the way. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And there's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Harrison in front. 3 balls and a strike.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The pitcher, number 50, Austin.
Jordy Mercer will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. From the belt, the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Victor Robles. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's set. Here it comes. Harrison on second. Mercer at first with no outs. 2-0 to the National center fielder.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Called strike on the change, 2-1.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now a flare out to left center. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Standing in now, Juan Soto. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a fastball that misses. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's 0 for 4. And the slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Three and 1 to the National shortstop.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
And this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game. It is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Dan, tell me how frustrating that is right there. He comes unglued the pitch before, and then he shortens his swing, and he's able to fight you off for a 2-strike knock.
Sometimes, Mark, that's how you can get fooled as a pitcher. You see that previous pitch, you see that big swing, and you're expecting another big swing, but what does he do? He shortens it up and hits a bullet for a base hit.
Josh Bell is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Fouled off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Fouled away. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for the Nats. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run is across as well. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-5 ball game now.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
So next to hit is Starlin Castro. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's just 1 for 6. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. So a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Has him down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible time run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Metropolitans jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob deGrom is credited with the win. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Wrong before, but fact it wasn't that long ago. I even hit the bottom over, that was just part of my glow. My heart's always broken, I guess I'm starting over. And now my battered soul is going back through the motions. I'm just having a hold, was had no control. I was breaking my oath, it was happening over and over again.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Nationals, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jacob deGrom. The loss goes to Max Scherzer. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.